Walk into almost any American home and you'll see the same thing. A pair of electrical outlets with two vertical slots on top and a small round hole beneath. That third hole is the ground. Most of us never think twice about its position until we see it flipped. Ground on top? It looks upside down. But it might actually be right side up, depending on who wired it. The standard three-prong outlet in the United States, officially known as NEMA 5-15R, dates back to the post-war housing boom. As more appliances entered the home in the 1950s and 60s, the need for grounded outlets became law. By 1962, the National Electrical Code began requiring grounding for all new residential construction, but it never specified which way the outlet should face. That part was left up to electricians and tradition. Most wired outlets ground down. It looked cleaner, matched the orientation of plug logos, and gave a uniform feel across every room. But somewhere along the way, a different school of thought took root. Particularly in hospitals and industrial sites, electricians began flipping the outlet, installing it with the ground on top. Do you know why? Safety. Imagine a plug halfway out of the wall. Now picture a metal object, say a paperclip or a coin, falling behind it. If that outlet is installed with the ground on top, that falling object is more likely to hit the grounded prong before it touches the hot one. That could prevent a short circuit, or worse, a fire. The idea gained traction in the 1970s. It was not required by the National Electrical Code, but it showed up in hospital guidelines, school districts, and city building codes. In New York City, for instance, some commercial buildings now require ground-up orientation as a standard precaution. There's even a bit of folklore attached to it. One home inspector swears by this trick. If I see the ground on top, I check for a switched outlet. It often means the outlet is controlled by a wall switch. There's no law that says that that's true. But patterns like that, passed from electrician to apprentice, they do stick around. Today, you'll find both orientations all across the country. Ground down remains the norm in homes. Ground up is favored in medical and commercial spaces. OSHA, they have no position on this whatsoever, and neither do most state electrical boards. In short, both are legal. Both are safe, if wired properly. And yet the choice still says something. A ground-up outlet might mean someone was thinking about safety, or it could signal a commercial installer who stuck to industrial habits. One contractor in Ohio tells the story of a kitchen fire sparked when a child dropped a butter knife behind a toaster. The knife slid between the wall and the metal prongs, hitting the hot first. If the outlet had been ground up, the electrician later said it might have arced safely. Little things matter, especially when they carry electricity. These are Interesting Things with JC.